What is it? The audacity of this man. I am so annoyed, but I saw it coming. I saw this coming. Briddy, please get it together and leave this man. Hello loves, hello, how are you guys? I have so much to say and so much I want to do in terms of like reading, but it's a new day and I can't wait to share my review first of all of The Silent Patient that I ended up finishing, and I only started reading in my previous vlog. So much exciting reviews coming up because I'm also almost done with this. Like, not almost, I'm literally lying. I'm not even 50% done, but I know I'll be done with this maybe this weekend because I'm on page 187. I don't know, like ever since I started reading this book, I've just been reading it. Like I couldn't put it down. And normally I take my time and you know, I'm just like, oh, let me just read 20 pages today or 30 pages today. But I've been reading like 50 pages for the last 2-3 days, and that's why I'm on page 187. I was almost gonna read until page 200, but then I was like, okay, wait, I don't want to go into this chapter right now, because going into the past with this book regarding how the curse of Castle Devril came about, it's just sometimes like I have to get into a different headspace, because the present and the things that are happening in the present are so intriguing to me and so interesting. But every time it goes to the past and like the first Devril of the castle, it's just like but then as soon as I get into it, and then we go back to the present, but it's just difficult to get into it, okay? But I am ready to start again, maybe today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. But I need to go get the next book because I just want to, you know, and why not? Like, I just genuinely want a cozy, chilled, no rush, like bookstore solo date. That's what I want right now. And what better bookstore to go to than my favorite book den? I want to go so bad, and I'm going now. I'm literally gonna go now. I just had breakfast and, you know, just quickly did my hair. I have them in twists because it was matted and I just wanted to twist it. And also I've been missing my twist curls. Like, I don't know, I've just been kind of like into the whole wash and go vibe, and I didn't even know that was a thing for me because I didn't really want to do wash and goes back in the day, but apparently I like them. So I just wanted to go back to like my OG hairstyles, which is the twists, and just styling my hair in twists, because I honestly love it so much. It makes me feel so at peace because my hair isn't out and about and doing a lot, and then I have to worry about what to do with it the next day. Like you saw in the previous vlog, I just was not having it. So having this hairstyle in twists and switching it up, doing a high bun, middle bun, low bun, like this headband as well, is making it look even more different than what I would do without it. So I'm just I feel put together. Like, I feel put together and my hair is protected, it's being left alone, and I also am at peace. Like I said, it's that time of the year where it's literally winter, okay? So I'm gonna put on this big jacket before we head out, and this is the bag we're taking. My favorite. I love it so much. It lights up, lol. Every time this lights up, I get so embarrassed because it's like, are you 5? But I love it so much because it's the cutest little Hello Kitty little girl. I'm gonna embrace this thing lighting up because why not? It's on my bag, I put it there, so it's my vibe. I also I don't know why I'm like this, but me and lists and writing things down are so crazy. But anyway, I just wanted like a clear mind of what I actually want to purchase in Book 10, because I don't want to do reckless purchasing, okay? I need to pace myself because we already have a P&A book haul coming up later on in this vlog, and mind you, I have like 3 books I bought. So me getting more than 2 books today is just crazy because I don't need it right now. I made a little list which is the smallest thing ever. So I wrote down the books I want to get or order if they don't have it in store, because I kind of like ordering books as well because it makes you like kind of save up for it as well. And then Book 10 just sends me a message saying it arrived, and as well as the price in that same message. So I'm like, okay, I'm going today, you know. The first on the list is obviously the 4th book in the Devril Chronicles, which is called The Secret Hours. I'm so excited. This one is called The Last Secret of the Devrils, and I'm so upset. I am so upset. I'm so annoyed at, you know, I don't even know. I'm gonna get into it later on in the vlog, but I am so, like, everything is so interesting and so good, but there's a huge but. It's just, yeah, why? These people's actions, their decision making, it's just giving me so much stress, but it's so good at the same time. I don't know. So that's the book I really want to get today. That's the first thing I want to look for. And then the second one is called Those Hamilton Sisters. So this is by a new author that I've kind of like I was drawn to when I went on Goodreads. And you know, Goodreads like recommends you books of authors you already read. So like they kind of recommend similar vibey books and like, you know, that kind of thing. And I really like that about Goodreads because it makes it easier for you to add books to your reading list. It's the best thing ever. The other night I was fixated and I was glued to Goodreads because I was adding so many books on my TBR, and I was like, buy Avril Kinney. So she's a new author that I kind of want to get into, and this book has been on my TBR since last year. So I kind of just want to buy this one if it is in store, and if not, I'm gonna order it because it sounds so interesting. Like, oh my word. It's also her debut novel, so I'm so excited. I think she only has 2 novels so far, and the second one she has is The Girls by the Lake or something like that, and I also put that on my TBR because it sounds interesting as well. I'm excited. So this is our little list. I'm so excited. I'm gonna take this with me. That's it. Let's enjoy this time. I always feel so anxious when I'm with people in the bookstore because I feel like I'm taking so long, and that just makes me rush myself, and I'm just like, oh, I should have come alone, you know. Also, before I go, we have a book club meeting, our first ever book club meeting with the girls tonight, and I'm so excited because we actually are gonna discuss The Silent Patient. So I'm gonna have so much fun today because it's just about book vibes. Like, I'm going to the bookstore, I'm probably gonna read a bit today as well. I'm gonna go to the book club and have a great dinner / book club meeting, and I'm so happy. Like, I'm just so happy. Let's go. Because if I would like to order it, then yes. Yes, please. Catherine. Things. Okay. Yes, please. Hi guys, hi. Stop biting me. Ow. Okay. finally doing this P&A haul because I'm excited to show you guys the novels I got, and there's just a lot of stuff in here, and I just, you know, wanna put it out in my room so it doesn't have to be in this bag. I kind of got, so my main aim when I went to this like little 20% off sale was to get a few art supplies, like the main things I really need, and obviously get a few books. I also got a few little small other items because I was like, why the hell not? I just had such a fun time. Like that day was just so perfect. I don't know, like I just started to have a headache towards the end because I was in P&A for so long. That's how intense my day was, but that's how good it was, to a point where I got a headache. Like, that's so crazy. I'm gonna just briefly show you guys the art things I got. I'm not gonna talk about it, but just know these are amazing items I got, and I'm so excited to use them and like make use of them in my art journey and just all of that. So let me know if you guys really want me to talk about more art things in like an art vlog, because I really want to film an art vlog in the future and just talk about everything art, show all things art, and instead of them being in a weekly vlog or briefly in certain vlogs. Let's get into the novels, and also the novel I got at Book Den, so it's gonna be like a little novel haul. I'm so excited, and hopefully you guys can add some of these to your TBR if you're interested in reading them. And I'm just so happy with the good deals I got at P&A. I got a total of 4 novels in the time of the P&A sale and when I was at Book Den. I'm so excited to get into them. I feel so amazing because I am beyond ecstatic, like, and I think you guys will be so excited to just see the different and new authors I also got. So from P&A, I honestly enjoyed browsing through the bookshelves because they always have like really good books, and obviously always one of my authors that I really like, which is Lucinda. They always have Lucinda's books there, and I was like, why not try another of Lucinda's novels instead of just like that series I already read? And I've obviously planned on getting more of Lucinda's books. I just never actually got one outside of the series. I don't know why it took me so long to get another novel of Lucinda. All her other novels, they sound so good because I have so many of them on my TBR list on my Goodreads app. I just couldn't pass up not getting one of her books on that sale day. So that's what we got. I got The Girl on the Cliff. It's so funny because in P&A, I was reading, okay, it was another cover, but I was reading the back of that cover and it was also called The Girl on the Cliff. And then I picked this one up and I read it and I'm like, wait, why does this sound the same? Just to find out it's just different covers. I was so confused. Like, how silly can one not be? Like, I'm literally so silly. I didn't know like she had different covers for this book because I always actually only saw the other one. It's more blue and yeah, it's the same kind of vibe, but it's just like a different setting, like the cliff, but it's just more blue and green, I think. So I'm not sure which one I actually saved on my Goodreads app, like the cover, because I normally always go off of how the covers look there. But I'm so glad I had an option to choose which cover I like most, and I decided on this one. It's so cute, it's so nice. Like, I love good covers. I think that's one thing that makes me grab a book and gravitate towards a book, is how the cover looks like. If the storyline is great and the book cover is like looking funny and not good, there's a high chance I'm putting it down. I don't know. Like, there's just something about covers that just draw me in. This is a good storyline and the cover is beautiful, and I'm just like, ugh, I can't wait. And the page count is 560. No, I'm lying. It's 542/43 pages. Let me tell you about the synopsis. Oh, okay. Why has a secret from 1914 caused a century of heartache? That's like the catching line up there. Troubled by recent loss, Grania Ryan has returned to Ireland and the arms of her loving family. And it is here on a cliff edge that she first meets a young girl, Aurora, who will profoundly change her life. Mysteriously drawn to Aurora, Grania discovers that the histories of their families are strangely and deeply entwined. From a bittersweet romance in wartime London to a troubled relationship in contemporary New York, from devotion to a foundling child to forgotten memories of a lost brother, the Ryans and the Liesels, past and present, have been entangled for a century. Can Aurora break the spell and unlock the chains of the past? Now, this that sounds like a lot, like in terms of just going back into the past, people that are involved, and just a lot that's going on. And the fact that it's about two people, this young girl Aurora and Grania. So we're gonna get into it because it's about two separate lives of two separate people, and the fact that secrets are coming out. There's just a lot of mingling going on in this family. I don't know what's going on, but it excites me. I think I keep very good track on when stories tend to like deviate from the main character or whatever character you might think the book is focusing on, but it's actually not. It focuses on multiple characters and going back into the past, coming back to the present, because this is it sounds like one of those books where if you don't like timelines and going back into the past, like when the dates are changing in the book, it's not for you. Okay, it's not for you. It says like the present, like one of the chapter titles or within the chapter titles, and then there's also headings like Aurora, and and then there's also headings like I know the place, so Dunworley, West Cork Island, 1970. So those are kind of how the chapters, and within the chapters, like the vibes will be going. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this because I haven't read Lucinda's books in so long, and the fact that it's about Ireland, I'm so knowledgeable about Ireland right now because of Santa Montefiore's books that I'm reading right now, as well as from Lucinda Riley's series as well, The Missing Sister. I love when authors kind of not just stay in one location and country to like write their new novels, but also talk about more about that location and country instead of just using the same venue or the same scenes or the same like literature and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see how she describes Ireland in this and where these characters are basically from. Book number 2 is a new author. It's just a book I like stumbled upon in P&A. Like the cover is what got me, and as soon as I saw the cover and I'm like, wow, you're beautiful, I turned it around. Storyline, wow, you're beautiful. Okay, every word unsaid. Like how beautiful. Guys, look at this cover. Look at the side. It's a beautiful book. Like, I don't know, it just screamed I need to be in Cat's Corner. It's by the author Kimberly Duffy, a new author. I'm so excited to read this. I don't know anything about this author. One thing about me, I go into books blindly. Like, I don't read reviews or anything like that. It doesn't interest me. I just want to be my own person and have my own opinions. Go into it with an open heart, open mind, and not worry about people's reviews and like have that stuck in my brain while I'm reading a novel. This book has 353 pages. Ugh, it's like a little short read. Words and writing is kind of medium size, but it looks a bit small, but I like this type of writing or this type of spacing. Forgot to show you guys Lucinda. She always has the standard like size. This is how it looks like. This is quite small. Catherine, my name. I think that's also one of the reasons I like got this book, because my name is in here. Augusta Travers has spent the last 3 years avoiding the stifling expectations of New York society and her family's constant disappointment. As the nation's most fearless and reviled columnist, Gussie, I think it's Gussie, Gussie, Gussie travels the country with her Kodak camera and spins stories for women unable to leave hearth and home. But when her adventurous nature lands her in the middle of a scandal, an opportunity to leave America offers the perfect escape. Arriving in India, she expects only a nice visit with childhood friends, also siblings Catherine and Gabriel, and escapades that will further her career. Instead, she finds herself facing a plague epidemic, confusion over Gabriel's sudden appeal, and the realization that what she wants from life is changing. But slowly down means facing all the hurts of her past that she's long been trying to outrun, and that may be an undertaking too great even for her. Basically, it's about two main characters. So Augusta Travers has spent the last 3 years avoiding the stifling expectations of New York society and her family's constant disappointment. And then the columnist, which is Gussie, right? So she's the one that goes back to India. So I think the two girls will kind of like make a connection, since Gussie is responsible, or she basically spins stories for women that are unable to leave hearth and home, right? Augusta is kind of tired of New York's expectations and her family's like, you know, rules and all of that. So I think she wants to leave New York. I think Gussie will help her. Yeah, they'll form a connection, I think. It's just so lighthearted but so intertwined again. Like, how are these two girls gonna create a friendship or bond? Whatever it is, I don't know. And the fact that Gussie is like going back home to India and she's kind of faced with so many things. First of all, liking this person that's been her childhood friend, and then also just her one from life that's just like kind of changing, and I don't know, I feel like she'll go through a lot of growth. That's what I'm getting from this. And oh my word, I'm excited for this read. I think I will enjoy this. The synopsis just sounds like something I enjoy reading. So it's about traveling, it's about going to your hometown again, discovering yourself. The third and final novel we got at P&A, Where the Wandering Ends. Again, such an attractive cover, simple to the point, just showing a location. A novel by Yvette Meneses Corporon. I'm sorry guys, like if I'm butchering this name, I'm sorry. Yvette Meneses Corporon. Yeah. Okay, this is one of the books I also took a picture of a few weeks/months ago in P&A because it sounded so interesting, so I kind of just grabbed it because it was still there on the sale day. This has 377 pages, also a nice and decent size. So the main catching heading, they wondered if they would ever find their way back to the village, back to a life of meaning, back to each other. Okay, Corfu, 1946. It's in Greece. This is what we're getting in the front page. An island in Greece. This is Corfu. In a poor Greek community, 10-year-old Marco is perhaps the poorest of them all. But it wasn't always that way. His grandmother once worked for the royal family where Marco's mother played alongside young Prince Philip himself. Now Greece is on the brink of civil war, and Marco's mother still clings to the desperate hope that somehow the royal family will save her own. As the war turns deadlier, Greece's queen, Frederica, takes a defiant stand against the communists, announcing that she will save her country's most innocent by opening children's villages. Okay. Partisans erect camps of their own. Children are ripped from their mother's arms. Entire villages are emptied. This is getting sad. I'm so sorry. I promise you it sounds very good and something that has a happy ending. Young Katerina has been best friends with Marco for as long as she can remember. So before we get lost, so first of all, Marco worked Greek community in the island Corfu. His grandmother worked for the royal family back in her days. War is currently breaking out now, and she kind of needs the assistance from the royal family in this difficult time. The queen of Greece, Frederica, she basically is opening this children village thing for the innocent kids, yeah? So she's kind of making a safe haven for the innocent people of her country, so the kids and all of that. Kids are being taken away from their homes, so that's one of the reasons she's making this village for the kids. Next part, young Katerina has been best friends with Marco for as long as she can remember, cementing their bond by stealing scraps from her family's table to sneak to him. But when communists reach their village, loyalties are tested as devastating secrets threaten to emerge. Secrets is what gets me. I love secrets. Katerina and Marco are separated just before her family flees on foot. At their final goodbye, Katerina and Marco promise to find their way back to the village and to each other. This haunting childhood vow launches events that will take decades to unravel. Set among Corfu's picturesque lanes, hamlets and villas where kings, villagers and saints all walk the same cobblestone paths, Where the Wandering Ends reminds us of the tenacity of those who have lost everything and the enduring power of home. So excited. I think I am gonna cry. This is a book that sounds very heartbreaking, but so interesting at the same time. The last one I just want to show you guys is basically my book day little solo date. I got one novel there. I'm so proud of myself for not splurging. Oh my word, it wasn't even that difficult because I think that I knew I had 3 new novels already, and there was no point in me having an extra book on top of what I bought. I got the 4th book in my series because the 4th book in the series of the Devril Chronicles. I'm so excited. She did, and she is. Come on. I just feel like I need to vent just a little because I don't know like what it is with. Okay, spoiler alert. I do not understand why Kitty basically told JP that his mother is dead. You see, this is where childhood trauma comes in. Like, he's bound to find out. He already has questions in this book because Martha, if you guys haven't read the second book, then you won't know who Martha is. But Martha is basically JP's twin sister and she lives in Connecticut. So she's not in Ireland and she had no prior knowledge of who her birth mother is, right? So she finds out in this book, or like she basically travels to Ireland in this book, and because she found something in her adoptive mother's closet or bathroom closet, something like that, of her actual birth certificate and her mom's name. So first of all, that's also a whole story because the person's name on the certificate is so wrong, like it's not the person, and I'm so annoyed because time and again I get so upset and frustrated because of how Grace, Kitty, and just overall like just Britty, how they are handling their situations. And I feel like Britty is obviously also not confident in herself to basically tell Grace and face Grace of what she actually forced Britty to do. And yes, Britty was so young when she conceived these kids and decisions were made for her by Grace. But she obviously had a decision in her own like situation when she birthed these kids and what she wanted to do with them. She was just spoken over by Grace. And Grace is so freaking annoying with herself, like with her whole rich high loyalty and like royalty self. It's just making me so upset. Like I cannot. Kitty, on the other hand, is also annoying the hell out of me because why did she tell JP's mom was dead? And why did she not believe the fact that her dad basically raped/slept with her best friend at the time? And you know, like it's just like, I'm calling it rape because she was very much underage, and I'm sorry, like I understand Britty was in love with Mr. Deverell, Bertie, also known as Bertie, but girl, you were so young, so it's not even a love story. I'm sorry. My thing is just, why did Kitty tell JP that his mother is not with him anymore? He is basically, questions are surfacing his mind because of Martha's arrival in Ireland and their meeting. Fast forward, they met and kind of fell in love because the hell, they don't know they're twins and like siblings. So they fell in love and I'm just like, whoa, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Someone tell them that they're twins. So everything is just so much like the emotions and like the way each of them have to take these struggles on, create new secrets, but it's just like there's so much more. And Britty is in Ireland, she's back in Ireland again. She actually owns Castle Deverell. She's getting so much hate because she was like the cook's daughter, and who goes from such poverty to such like royalty in the matter of years? I don't know, like they just have such a stigma towards her and it's a bad vibe, and she hates being in the castle and she doesn't like it. Her husband is cheating on her. Things are just so intense and he's lying about his royalty. I'm just so upset. Like, I don't know how the series is gonna end with all of them being happy. There's no coming back from that first lie you told. And this is where the book is currently. The lies are just building up, secrets are building up, and something is gonna crash. It's just a matter of time before something crashes, and a matter of time before a lot of people get hurt and a lot of things are being revealed. It's just a lot going on. So I don't like the way how Kitty said that. And first of all, it's Britty's kids. Why is she like not wanting Britty to be involved with the kids' lives because of their own trouble that they had and like falling out? It's not about you guys, it's about the kids right now. Why are you putting Martha and JP in the middle of your friendship feud? It's Britty's kids, babes. Like, let go. Why did you lie like that? Why did you even hog JP like that? Like, yes, it's your half brother, I get it. But when Britty came back and she requested for her son, I also don't agree how forward she was with like just saying how Kitty must just give her son back, and she almost stole the kid. Like, I was like, okay, Britty, no. This is not how you go about it. Kid doesn't know you, so you need to like go in like just a bit more less intense. I feel like they could have just made up in terms or for JP's sake at that point, because he needs his mom and like she has been feeling so broken, so lost ever since her kids have been given up in the convent. So I just don't agree with how these people are making choices and decisions, and I've said this before. It's so messy. Like this, all of this is messy. It's making me so upset. Like, why? I don't understand why Kitty has why she's on such a high horse. Like, I like her, I like all these characters, like their traits and things they do that I genuinely agree on or agree with, and just all of that. I love her for taking the kid in, obviously. Like, she didn't have to, she was young, like she had a life of her own, like she didn't have to take in this random kid. And I just don't like the fact that she completely ignored the fact that her dad fathered this child, and with her best friend that was underage. Like, come on. Why couldn't you delve deeper into that and just also be on Brady's side a bit with that? This is drama. It's a lot. So I'm gonna continue, and hopefully hopefully I won't lose my mind, because it's so good. It's so good. I feel so warm and so comfy. I am so happy right now because I'm feeling like a cozy, comfy little girl. I don't know, I kind of just finished having something to eat. Like, it's nighttime, obviously. I actually have been procrastinating, just reading a bit more after my first little session for the day. So I've been kind of watching Eric. Got lost in that world of TikTok. You guys know how it goes. So I just kind of wanna, get my reading in. Like, it's 10:45 right now, and I feel like I can read a bit. Honestly, probably I'm not gonna sleep anytime soon. So why not read a bit and not just watch TV? My cozy pajamas. Oh my word. My mom got me these, and I'm so grateful for them, because I literally cannot feel the cold touching my body. Every little winter PJ set I wore in the past week, I think, because it's only been a week or two that it started to get this cold. I've been feeling the air, and I hate that feeling. It's like you can never get warm. The air is just coming through your clothes. Why? So I'm so happy, and I'm feeling so good, and that shower I took tonight as well, I literally burned myself, okay? Scorching hot. I'm just so relaxed. Yay! Super lovely. I love this lamp so much. I just don't use it as much. This third book in the series of the Devril Chronicles is honestly such an amazing book. I think I've enjoyed it more than the other ones. I don't know how I can rate the book so far, but I think number 2 and this third book is like a close favorite of mine at the moment. So I'm so excited, and I ended up finishing this novel not long after these few days of just me reading. So I'm so excited to get into the fourth book and to give an official final review of all the books once I'm done with the series. It's such a well thought storyline and just such an interesting read at that. I am so excited I stumbled across the first book of Santa in the series, and the fact that I can't imagine myself not reading the series is just crazy because I love it so much. Yes, it was annoying and just characters making me so upset, and just the way that secrets are being revealed and new secrets are being created. Like, it was just so much going on, but at the same time, if you love drama, war, and love stories within the war period and times, you'll enjoy this series. With that, I just want to say good night and goodbye. I hope you enjoyed it.